Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 20. Loud ass jacket. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 23 of The Jab. In this episode, we talk about PETA, GoFundMe pages, Ellen, and Aladdin, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So tune in and watch out for The Jab.
Whoop.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Hey, yo, kid.
Watch out for the jab.
All right, children, let's calm down for a second in here, okay? I'm gonna say a phrase to you, and what you need to do is figure out what it's supposed to actually be. You ready?
I'm ready, dude. Let's see it.
Feed two birds with one scone.
Don't get two birds stoned at once.
Dude, no.
A scone is a type of food. I've had this at a restaurant before, so it can only mean I fed the bird to death. Twice.
Close. It's close. It's supposed to be kill two birds with one stone. It's anti-animal language by PETA.
You know, the first time I heard that, it was someone like saying like it's like getting two birds stoned at once.
Damn, that's fucking hippie as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, a stone bird's no good. I found a little baby bird outside of a building the other day.
Oh,
it was traumatic.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the video when the person gave a cardinal like a blunt roach and it like put it in its mouth and it was like smoking the blunt?
No.
Yeah, I've seen it actually.
High bird.
Yeah.
It's like
High
getting
bird.
two birds
Dude,
stoned
I
at
bet
once.
PETA was so mad.
Dude, PETA has been wilding on Twitter lately.
Can
What
I-
were some of the other ones from that?
I want to give you another one.
All
here.
right.
Be the test tube.
So what does this mean?
It's supposed to be, instead of be the guinea pig.
Oh,
Is that anti-animal?
Yeah.
Wait,
Guinea
what-
pigs, bro.
Do they do testing on guinea pigs? Is that it?
I think so.
That must be it.
Yeah, bro.
They probably put like lipstick on it and shit.
Interesting.
I got another one.
Okay.
Lipstick.
Feed a fed horse.
Beat a dead horse, easy.
Yes,
Feed a fed horse?
Yeah, feed a fed horse.
That could be animal cruelty also.
Exactly, yeah. That horse has to get something.
Yeah, he's too
What if
full.
that's an obese horse?
I'm upset.
Oh.
We're going to draft an email after this.
Yes,
So
sir.
to me, this sounds like the last ditch effort
For PETA?
for PETA.
Yeah.
Just like, you know what, guys? We've been out of the news lately. Let's
Yeah.
ruffle up some feathers. We can't even say that, can you?
Yeah, no,
Oh.
I don't think you
Oh
could.
shit!
That's anti-animal. I remember, like, PETA's been wild, though. Like, I remember they had used, like, Waka Flocka in a nude photo shoot to, like, try to get people to stop killing animals for fur and stuff.
So, question.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Waka Flocka was nude.
There's a lot of birds to cover that. He's a big guy. So,
Yeah.
question.
Yeah.
Do you think that everybody that works at PETA really cares, or that it's just some people, it's just a job? Like some dude just goes home and gets bacon and brings it home instead of
Oh,
bring home
man.
some bagels.
I couldn't imagine how that conversation
Yeah.
went. Just like someone in the office said it, and they're like, "Whoa!" They ring like the alarm at the fitness place, Planet Fitness, like,
Yeah.
"Dong dong."
Look at a change jar where you put your $1 bill in every time you use an anti-animal
Well,
slur.
what
Slur?
if-
Is it a slur?
What if you, like, asked someone to bring home bacon for, like, BLTs and they brought home bagels, and it's a BBT?
I'd be so disappointed.
Bringing home bagels.
Oh, wait, no, it wouldn't be a BBT.
Is there cream
It would
cheese?
still be a BLT.
If there's some
What are you
strawberry cream
smoking,
cheese,
dude?
BBT. Boy better know. Oh, that's BBK. Whatever.
Let's leave him over there with his letters.
boy,
PETA,
better know.
Boy better know is Skepta when Drake was pretending to be British for a little bit and he was in grime.
He had his British
Drake has
face?
BBK tattooed on his arm.
He has
Burger
weird
King?
tattoos.
Burger King,
No, just
Big
one
Burger King.
Burger BK.
BK.
Yeah, BBK.
Drake has the BBK is boy better know.
Boy, better know.
When I shut down.
Alec, give it a try.
When I shut down.
Boy, I don't know.
That's pretty good. Have you ever listened to like grime music? You know, like
Yeah.
British. Yeah, like it's interesting.
Popping right now.
It's like aggressive. I feel like it had its time. Like, I don't think it's really popular.
Grime, is that different than trap?
It's like British trap.
Oh,
But it's cool
so it's
because
polite.
like in like Great Britain or whatever, they like didn't allow them to perform shows and stuff like that, so all the shows were secret. It's kind of dope, like underground culture.
That is fucking cool.
But back to PETA. They're getting distracted.
PETA!
Did you see the video they tweeted today? And it was just like side by side of like two people fucking. It's like sex. They had like sex noises and stuff like that in the video.
PETA?
PETA.
Why?
Because one of
Peter
them
Griffin.
One of them said it was a side by side. It's two people fucking, and it said meat eater and vegan. and they're having sex, and like the meat eater sex, like it ends within the first 5 seconds or whatever.
What's wrong with
But
that?
the other one, it keeps going for 38 seconds.
Dude, that is such a way to get just dumb men to be like, oh yeah, I want to have sex longer. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna stop eating meat.
5 seconds to 36 seconds, right?
But they're different scenes.
Dude, neither's impressive.
No,
Oh, it's
they're
not?
cut scenes.
Even put together, it's not impressive.
Oh,
But at the end of the video, the meat eater is like the girl isn't satisfied and he feels bad about himself, so he walks out of the apartment, right? And he's like walking on the street, and as like he like walked by a window, like a air conditioning unit fell from the window and killed him.
dude, I just saw that on Fargo.
That is so
weird.
weird.
Why did they make him die? Because he had bad sex? Maybe the girl pushed it on him.
So the guy who ate meat died
Yeah.
because he's a meat eater.
Yeah, but like, why
That's
did they make him
pretty brutal.
die?
Because they would probably assume that since we kill the animals, we can die.
It's the
as-
same cruelty.
Dude,
Yeah.
I watched cop shooting videos for like 3 hours last night. And that,
Why?
That
Wait, like cops getting shot?
No, shooting at people,
Ugh.
vice versa.
Ugh.
It makes me so anxious.
Yeah.
It does. It's like that's what I'm saying. It was like a scary movie. Everyone was exciting. It's just cool. It's
It makes me
interesting.
si- it makes me
it's
sick,
it's sad,
dude.
but it already happened.
It's funny when you like start watching. You're just like, like I know what's about to happen next.
Exactly.
Yeah. I remember like when they show the video of like Philando Castile like getting shot in the car when he's like saying like I have a gun and
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like that shit like made me so sick
Yeah.
because he was like doing everything he's supposed to do and they just fucking shot him.
Okay. I totally understand that, but I've spoken to a police officer about this.
Mm.
People they forget that like those dudes, that's not their only stop of the day. The
Yeah.
dude before them, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of stuff that's going on for them. They're just trying to get to
Yeah,
their
dude.
family.
No, I know. I'm just saying like it makes me feel like so sad that like even when you do what you are supposed to
Okay.
do.
You have two anxious people in a situation. It
For
just
sure.
sucks, man.
Dude, and I don't. He didn't just comply. You're just supposed to put your fucking hands up and not do anything. He reached for his gun. He said, "Don't reach for his gun." Did you watch the video?
Yeah, I watched the video. I just
He said, "Don't reach for your
It was on-
gun,"
it was
and
on
he reached for
Facebook
his,
Live.
He reached for his gun to give it to him. That he said, "Do not touch the gun," or you know what I'm saying? Like you should know. You just comply. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. Hands up. Everybody goes home safe. Except
Yeah.
for I guess okay. There's a few. There's a few. Now I think about it. There's probably a few that were not quite that.
Yeah,
way.
I've seen some videos where I'm just like, holy shit.
The one where they choked the guy. That one was pretty bad.
Mm.
That was pretty brutal.
It's just in general. It's just like it sucks to see that video. But like I don't like videos of like anybody getting killed. like
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't wanna
One
watch
of
it.
the weirdest times for me was when all that was happening, my sister called me and like had to drive to work, and she's like, Alec, I'm kind of scared to drive to work.
Yeah.
And when she said that to me, I was like, wow, like that's a
powerful.
big deal. You know, like if I get pulled over, she's like, if I get pulled over, I'll be scared. And she's never gotten pulled over really, like besides twice, and like that just scares people.
Yeah, relating to that too. Like one of my coworkers she was in like high school, like she was like 18 or whatever,
Yeah.
and she was saying that like with all like the school shootings and stuff like that, like kids now are like afraid to go to school.
Yeah.
Like the Cypress, like the school district or whatever, like everyone has to have clear backpacks.
Yeah,
and
I
stuff.
read about. Or I
That's-
think you told me about that.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's crazy.
A lot of
Like
tension.
school is like so different. Like we're not even like crazy. Like we're like 25, 24 years old. You know what I'm saying? Like school has changed so much in the past like 6 years.
True.
so.
I wasn't
much,
scared
dude.
to go to school. Like there were school shootings, but like not like
I
there's
wasn't
now.
scared. Yeah, dude,
You
it
just
changes.
didn't-
You
I
were
was
scared.
tired.
You never went to school.
You just asleep.
Yeah, I was scared.
No, it's fine.
I was scared of everybody.
You just woke up when 8th period bell
But-
rang. Oh shit!
I wasn't there, dude. When was 8th period? Yeah, like the weirdest thing for me was I was like, I'm kind of glad I'm not in high school right now because
Yeah.
some crazy shit. And I always ask my friends who have kids, like, are you scared, like, to put them in school? Not like randomly, like when I first see them, but
Yeah,
I'm just like, damn, dude, there's a lot of shit going on. Like, how do you feel?
I can
about all
imagine.
that?
Yeah,
And they express that. It's crazy.
And truly, I think it's only gonna get worse.
you think so?
Bro, we just watched a video of a man get killed. You know, like 2 minutes ago.
Because
on
you
my
made
phone.
us watch
yeah,
it.
Yeah, I know.
You're like, oh, there's a funny part.
Dude,
coming.
they're okay.
Wait, so that guy died?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
So okay, do you think it's
died?
wrong? Okay, yeah, it was a tragic thing that happened, but something kind of funny happened just shortly after. If you didn't see the rest of it, you would have laughed at the thing I showed you.
I wish you would have just fast.
You just caught up in the shooting. But
That part was kind of sad too.
what I was saying is like that.
I just heard it and it sounded sad.
People we're so all three of us here, we're very insensitive to gore and shit. I mean, Brock probably a little bit more, but like we've all like I could imagine in my head right now what someone's guts getting ripped out of their stomach looks like,
Oof.
just because of like movies and stuff and like just in general like games and movies and junk. You can just
Junk.
murder. You just know what that shit looks like. And
Yeah.
it's crazy that you should like kids in the 1800s had no idea what that looked like.
Mhm.
They couldn't even fathom it. But now it's like we know.
They might know.
Dude, what if VR,
There were swords and shit.
Oh, VR murder.
No.
VR game where you
I mean,
can go
like
murder people.
You think about Grand Theft
Like
Auto,
Grand
dude, they're
Theft Auto,
eventually
but-
going to go to VR.
First person.
something much more sinister,
Like Saw. or
like
some
creeping
shit?
into a family's home at night type shit.
Ugh. Would you play it?
Yeah, one time. Just like
One
curiosity.
time?
Yeah.
I feel like that could be like your game.
Dude, you wouldn't play it?
It's I don't know, dude.
Jordan
That's pretty
beats
dark.
the game in the first
Alec-
night.
I mean,
Would
like
you play it?
I'd be interested.
I was like even playing like Grand Theft Auto like very recently.
Not with me ever.
I,
Sorry.
I
Yeah,
need
you
to
haven't
hop on
played with me either.
Have you guys played together?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Like every night, but you're too busy with
I'm-
your girlfriend.
No, I'm.
Ooh.
You know me, girlfriend.
Anyway, like I found myself just like running over groups of people on the sidewalk, and I
Yeah.
was like, "This is messed up."
Yeah.
But like, why? You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's just because like I don't know. I feel more remorse doing it now.
But they're just video game people.
They are video game people, but I think
Yeah.
if you were VR, like creeping into a room to kill someone, like that would
Crazy.
it's too real.
They or one thing that I have heard is that they say that if you do things like that, like the sex dolls and stuff, that it might bring that crime down.
Yeah,
That's a weird thought. Like you can do that inside your home,
so you don't have to.
so
kill
you don't
real
have to
people.
go out because you get that full. That's weird.
Okay. So I really like to play devil's advocate on stuff. It's
I agree.
fun. What'd
That's
you call me? Have you ever thought about this? I was talking to a professor the other day, and he said that we're talking about some people in government being accused of pedophilia.
Okay.
And he said, have you ever thought about how if a person was seeing a therapist and they said that they had pedophilic intentions or like feelings, that therapist had to report them. So we don't give those people with that problem like a place to get rid of it, you know, or to like learn how to deal with it or manage it before it becomes a bad thing
Makes
or a
a lot
worse
of
thing.
sense.
You ever
Did it
think
really?
about-
That's true.
Yeah, dude,
they
like,
have to.
It's like it's a straight to the fucking top thing. Like you don't get to be like, let's work through this. You know what I mean? And maybe it depends. You googling it?
No,
No.
I'm bringing up something else.
I was going to Google it, and I got nervous of typing that in my phone.
Oh, like where to? That's just like I
Can
feel.
pedophiles get help?
I was under the understanding that there was like
Jordan gets sent
pedophile
to
groups and stuff.
a California resort.
And
with
like
that
right
one
after,
guy.
it's like the closest Domino's to me. Like, just gonna figure out my pedophilia shit
I'll
later.
just put that on a little later. Just curious.
Well,
Taking
no,
notes.
What I was looking up because you were talking about like we were talking about like laws because I thought that was a law with doctor-patient confidentiality. Like I thought that you can't do
That's
that,
true.
but
If it's
I'm-
harming other people or themselves, that's what I thought.
damn,
Does someone want to search that?
I wonder
Or
if you
was-
can. I wonder if you can like.
We're just guessing.
I wonder if you can pay more to like have like real
For
confidentiality
sure.
because everybody's got a price.
For sure.
And it's all about the therapist, dude. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
picture you're like a therapist hears something, and to that person, it's like, oh, that's not too bad. I might have those thoughts, and then like another person, it's like, well, we should report this when I first met you,
For real.
Mhm. Yeah,
or like, I'm trying to fix you.
Have you ever like learned something about somebody and like shortly after, just like, what the fuck? Or
yeah.
somebody just says something, like you're just like, afterward, you're just like trying to be like cool about it.
The reason I brought up my phone is because we were talking about like laws and stuff, and what I thought was really interesting, what I didn't know, is that like lynching is not considered a hate crime right now. Like, isn't that wild?
Yeah, why would you consider that a hate crime?
How is it not considered a hate
Totally,
crime?
I'm being sarcastic.
I know, but, like, but people actually like the fact that like there's like even somewhat of a debate about this. Like,
Is it a misdemeanor?
can you imagine like who? Well,
But
it's
is
just,
it illegal?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
just
definitely
not a hate
It's not like
crime.
they're like legalized. It's just it's not like legally a hate crime. So like when things are a hate crime, that brings like an elevated like level of justice that
Dude.
needs to be served.
Texas would legalize lynches before weed, for sure.
Dude, Texas still has a death penalty.
Do we? Are we like one of the only places?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Shit, they're not dropped the ball here in Texas.
So like right now it's not a federal hate crime, but like they're passing it and they want it to like unanimously pass. Like,
They should.
can you imagine being like the one senator just like I don't know about all that.
Like looking down the road and they're all looking at each other. There's one guy at the end and he's just like,
fine.
fine.
Because
Wait,
like
I'm confused why this even what is classified as a hate crime?
hate crime
Like if you're gay and I killed you.
because you were gay.
Yeah.
So like someone was like, I still want to lynch, and it's not a hate crime, and then we
So if
Yeah.
like if someone were to lynch, like, let's just example, like,
Yeah, let's use these examples, Brock.
if someone wanted,
say it.
if someone wanted to lynch like a person because they were black, like that's
Brock
not,
wanted to lynch you.
no, no, like if someone wanted to lynch someone because they were black, like that's not a hate crime right now.
but it's illegal.
It's illegal, but a hate crime takes like an elevated level of justice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Lynching is premeditated, extrajudicial. Lynching is premeditated. Oh, I can't be laughing when I say this shit. Lynching is premeditated, extrajudicial killing by a group. It is most often used to characterize informal public executions by a mob in order to punish an alleged transgressor or to intimidate a group. So it's not real specific on like
Yeah.
how you kill them.
There's a lot of things that, like, you know, what's a group? I don't know enough about it, and
Because I don't know what really a hate crime is.
Okay, so like if
I get the gay people.
Use us in the room of the
I
no,
get
hell no.
I get like if you were to like do something to a gay person because they're gay, that's a hate crime.
Yeah.
But I don't get how lynching. If you lynch someone, then it's a hate crime automatically.
Automatically.
So that's what they're trying to
Yeah,
do. Okay.
that's what they're
Is lynching specifically about race? Or is it
I just fucking
Yeah, is
defined
Is it about
it.
race?
Can you read it again?
Oh, I'm so confused.
Lynching
dude.
is premeditated, extrajudicial.
What's that word? Is that word?
Extrajudicial. Premeditated. Lynching is premeditated, extrajudicial killing by a group. It is most often used to characterize informal public executions. Informal. So it's like
As opposed to formal execution?
yes.
Oh.
It's like mob and like fucking just like private parties are like this person should die, so we
Oh,
kill
I
them to like
see.
intimidate and scare people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Scary world we're living in.
it is scary, and the fact that that's not like a hate crime is weird. But
That's crazy, dude.
But it's still like a felony, right? At least.
if you kill someone, and get caught for it.
I
Yeah,
didn't
I
even know
think
lynching
every
was
state.
still going on.
But like it's just like. I think that adds an extra hoop that like the lawyer would have to go through to protect the person who lynched someone.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, like we've talked about it, like in a lot of situations there are just like lawyer loopholes.
For
You know what I'm
sure.
saying?
For sure.
Like you could kill someone and get away with it because like, well, like this thing happens, you know, and by sector 9-6 of Dr. Dentist's book of law. You know what I'm saying? Like there's like really specific loopholes that can get people out of doing some really bad shit.
I never understood. Do you remember when South Park did that joke where it was like the Chewbacca defense?
No.
No?
What happened?
It's Johnny Cochran and OJ trial. Like their joke is like, basically he just gets up there and talks about Chewbacca, and then all of a sudden they're like, he's free, he didn't do it. So it's just talking about how like they start with such things that you just don't understand, and how it's even relative, and then all of a sudden they convince you that this person didn't commit a crime.
Yeah.
I never understood that till I was older. When I was a kid, I was just like, why Chewbacca? Like, did he talk about Chewbacca?
Because it's like just like that ridiculous.
yeah,
Yeah.
Damn.
as South Park would do.
You know what else is ridiculous? Did you see that that GoFundMe for the wall?
It's
The
insane.
Trump's
dude.
border? Because it wasn't even like made by the U.S. government.
Yeah, it's just
So-
some dude.
Who did you?
His name's Brian Kolfag. He's like an ex-military guy, and I think he lost both his legs and a hand in the service. And he's super for this wall. I was reading through the bio on it, and he's just like, if you want to make America safe again, and you support Trump, like I think what are they raising? $7 billion? Is that what
No,
they're
it's 1 billion.
$1 billion?
Yeah.
$1 billion.
$1
dude.
billion dollars.
When
But
was it started?
it wasn't long ago. Like it's been picking up so much traction because people are like posting like, are you serious? Like this isn't even U.S. government funded. Like blah blah blah. But like honestly, it's like crazy how much money
For real.
has been put into that. Like
Like it's at $9 million right
it's
now.
it's gotten over 9 million. Like
It's gonna happen.
They're like
Just in
anonymous
time.
donations of like $50,000. People
Just randomly.
people are just ready to let that money go. Just like fuck yeah, wall.
Can you actually like this wall is gonna be fucking goofy? If
But
it
the
actually
thing-
goes up, like it's just silly. Like
The thing is, like, Trump's whole thing about this wall is that he was going to make Mexico pay for it. So, like, all of his supporters are like, no, we'll do it for you, Mr. Trump. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to the USA. We're just like, yep.
It's like his whole thing was like, and I think it was just like for him to like flex, honestly.
For
like,
sure.
he's like, because like you could be like, we're going to do a wall. And a lot of
Dude.
people be like, yay. And then he's like, we're going to make them pay for it.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, yeah.
It's so extreme.
But they're just like so excited that they don't want to wait for them to pay for it. And that
Yeah.
takes away from a lot of like what he's doing.
can you imagine that someone like came over to you and was like, I never want you to talk to me again. Now pay me for it.
yeah.
I tell them to go fuck themselves.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The former president of Mexico said that. He told Trump to go fuck himself on Twitter.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
It's fucking
badass.
crazy.
Yeah.
I heard Mexico was just like, all right, put up the fucking wall. We fuck you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still
Dude,
gonna
it's
have
so
its faults.
fucking shitty. There's so much stuff going on with everything.
Didn't someone? There was a company that bought like a decent amount of like border land, so they couldn't build the wall.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Dude, those hippies are real assholes, man. When they're just like, "Yeah, gonna build nothing here." Is there? So the wall is supposed to go all the way across?
Who the fuck knows? I don't know.
That's a long wall.
That's a long
Dude, it's
wall.
gonna have so much graffiti on that other side.
Oh hell yeah!
So much hatred.
The thing is, like, they're still gonna find ways to get through it.
It's
What if they
not
call
gonna
it the
stop
Great
anything.
Wall of Trump? Like, what if that becomes a historical thing? Like thousands of years from now, your kids, children, are gonna be like, taking a picture, doing a peace sign on the Great Wall
Dude,
of
they'll
Trump.
blow
So
that
I
shit
think, personally, what would happen is if it does like somehow get the funding, which I don't think it will, I think there will be so much protest that it won't allow the building to happen. And then also, if like that would be such an outrageous thing that I think by the time his next election comes up or whatever, that he wouldn't get in and they'd be able to stop it.
How do you not think they're gonna get the funding? They already have 9 million. It just at this point.
Do you know
it's
how
just
many
time.
9 millions
Yes.
are in 1 billion?
Yeah, I do. A million.
Hecky. What?
100. It's like a million. it's a billion or billion millions. Oh wait, hold on.
That's not true.
It's like a million millions. Yeah,
It's 100,000.
but
100,000 millions is a billion.
No, actually, it'd be whatever.
Wait, that's not right either.
It'd be 999,000 million plus one.
Hold on.
So it's a million
Yeah,
million.
million.
Oh, my Google or my damn Google calculator only goes to 100 million.
Because 100 is 1,000.
Wait, because 100 million is 100 million.
What if-
So 10 100 millions would be a billion. So 100 millions is a billion. That's what you said?
No,
Okay,
100
it's true,
millions
though.
is 100 million.
No. Oh
it-
shit. 1,000 millions is a billion. So okay, no, that's it. That is.
Okay, what if he is not even like with Trump? He's just gonna take all the money
be
to himself,
genius.
dude.
No, they have that's
certified.
GoFundMe's thing is like all those donations are certified. Like if you don't go through with that, because remember I think we talked about it here. There's that couple that raised money for homeless people,
Yeah.
and they end up just like spending it all on themselves. Like you can get in a lot of trouble for that.
Okay, cool.
So like he has to put that money towards what people are paying him
Damn,
for.
that sucks.
What I don't know about GoFundMe is like I'm hoping you guys can clarify like that money doesn't come out of your account until it reaches the goal, right?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
So like that guy, like people could just be like, "I'll donate $50,000," and they just like don't have it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
You know when that guy lost his legs? 9/11. Not the
The-
first one, like the third anniversary.
oh, it's just the day. Oh, that's a strange coincidence,
ironic,
I guess.
Yeah, isn't it crazy? Yeah.
Especially as a soldier, like that's got to be such a like terrible day for you already. It's like 9/11, like we're gonna get him.
But Trump supporters love that. That's just like
9/11?
no, no, they love like the emotion behind it.
Yeah,
This
for
man
sure.
lost his legs on 9/11. You know what I mean? Give him
well,
some money.
Okay, so from what
Keep him out.
the thing is that, like about 9/11, like I can contest to all of us, like we were all like young when that happened. So I don't think. Yeah.
Dude, I
it was
remember
young.
they fucking had it on the TV.
Yeah.
I remember
They
that
wheeled
too.
that
like,
shit in there.
I remember it, but
Same.
from what I like hear from
was
people who are
traumatized.
older, they say 9/11 was cool. Like for one reason is that like it brought like everybody together as a country. Like it's like the first time they can remember like everyone just like got along as like Americans to like feel like.
And you'll never go through the airport
And
the
watch-
same again.
Well, yeah, for sure. Airports suck. I'm flying tomorrow.
Yeah.
Where you going?
I'm going back to Minnesota.
Oh,
I'm flying to Minneapolis. Yeah, I'm
It's
mad
gonna
excited.
fucking be awesome.
Yeah,
stop leaving us.
I'm gonna miss you guys. Hell,
Jordan's
yeah.
leaving me too.
Jordan, you're leaving?
Yeah, I'm going to Mexico.
You going to Mexico?
You know what sucks? I told my
The new
family.
one.
I told
Oh,
my
new
family
ones.
that. Dude, that's what everybody does right there. I told my family that, and they're like, oh, like Cancun or something. I was like,
You goddamn going to Cancun or fly that Carmen?
I was like, no, ma, it's still here. It's in the U.S. It's just a couple over states over.
Yeah. Just because there's Mexico in it.
Yeah.
Who do you think proposed that name? Like, okay, so you know about Mexico already.
Picture this. Just wait. Check it out. New Mexico.
And they just like fireworks, like everyone's just like running around like the guy Maury when he finds out that he's not the dad.
Yeah, I wish other states got to decide that shit. Like, why do certain states get so north and south and new? Imagine like New West, Wisconsin.
I think
New West, Wisconsin.
New West, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
I was always mad that Upper Michigan was Michigan and it wasn't Wisconsin. Like
Really?
that's Wisconsin's thing.
You know, it's split apart from the normal Michigan and swam across the water.
The Yoopers?
Is that right? The landmass swam.
No.
Was it the glaciers?
It was, I don't know, dude.
Alec broke his collarbone in Upper Michigan.
I did. Marquette.
I remember that. Marquette
Marquette, Michigan, broke my collarbone and my thumb. Got knocked out on the hill.
threw up.
Threw up.
I remember you
dude.
puked.
I remember hearing about this when everybody came back. It was a ski trip, right?
Yeah, it was a ski trip.
Yeah, dude. And I was rooming with some kids. It was a last minute rooming situation. I was rooming with some kids who defied the law on the field trip. They were smoking marijuana in the room.
They were smoking reefer.
And
I remember that.
yeah, and I was knocked out on the bed, passed out, dead because I broke my collarbone and my thumb.
It's like sick, throwing
Yeah.
up and shit.
And then the teachers came, knocked on the door, barged right in.
Oh shit!
And they were looking. They didn't find anything. Weirdly, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
They woke me up, and I'm like dead. I'm just trying to hide my thumb and collarbone because everyone would have had to go home. But,
Is that true?
Yeah, that's why I didn't tell them the first day.
Damn,
I
thanks.
went to the nurse the first day, and they're like, "Damn, that's definitely broken. You have a choice. You can wait this whole week out because it was the first day I got injured, or you can go home and bring the whole squad with you." So we had to pack up the buses and leave because I got
Dude,
hurt on the
so many
first
people
day.
have been pissed.
Dude, I was like, what grade was I in?
Well, we were like freshmen, I think.
They
in
would
high
have
school.
hated me.
Yeah.
Everybody would have hated me.
Yeah, we were like 15.
So yeah, the teachers came in, swarmed the room, nothing happened. Then kid tried to pick a fight with me in the hallway. I couldn't defend myself because I had a broken collarbone and thumb.
Bummer.
Mm-hmm.
You're all busted up.
Went in the hot tub, couldn't get out. There's a whole bunch of events.
Mm.
Tried to keep going down the hill, fell a couple more times.
On a broken collarbone. That sounds like a miserable.
And then a
time
week and a
now.
half later, finally went to the doctor, had to get surgery on my thumb.
Thumb surgery. I've never had surgery before. Scary.
It was pretty fun. It was scary walking in, but as soon as they gave me that like morphine or whatever the fuck,
Yeah.
I was asking the doctor where he got that shit.
Oh,
They were
shit.
wheeling me out.
Yo,
but
doc,
they-
you got a guy?
I was fighting it. I remember I was like, I'm gonna fight this shit.
Yeah,
and then
so
they
you're
kept
not knocked out.
You
Yeah.
don't stand a
putting me
chance.
in.
Have you ever been like put down like that?
Yeah.
That with
Dog.
I got my wisdom teeth taken out once, and I remember like going to sleep or whatever before they did it, and I was like, "This is the best thing ever." And like when I woke up, I was like, still like, "Whoa, this is still happening!"
Yeah.
And then it just pain.
Oh, yeah, when that shit wears off, it sucks.
Have you ever been?
Oh, it's
you
so
said
bad.
been. What is it? Put under?
Put on
Not
there,
put down.
Yeah, put down is like
Yeah, same,
Dogs dying.
It's the
Yeah.
same thing as like my wisdom teeth. Like I blinked and I was being
Just
carried out, and then I
They
just
carried you out.
Yeah.
What happened?
Dude, I'm a flopper, bro. You know me. I'm a flopper.
Wait, were you standing? Just
Yeah.
like,
oh yeah,
you can't keep me
flopper.
down.
I was leaning on the girl at the time. I was just like leaning on her. She's little, and I remember she was just laughing at me the whole time. I don't remember what
you were
happened.
standing when they gave you the.
No, after they
When
gave me
you
that
got
stuff.
Oh,
It's like wearing off.
Like
you are a leaner.
I got up and then I remember going home and watching It's a Perfect Storm and eating like 6 cartons of these ice creams I got. 'Cause I was like, teeth don't hurt, so soup and ice cream, and I skipped all the soup.
You just went straight to that.
Yeah, it's just straight up ice cream for days.
What's a perfect storm? Is that the one where they're on a boat and there's a hella storm?
Yeah, it's a big storm.
Sounds
Is that
right.
Ashton Kutcher?
I don't think so. No, that's
Ben Affleck?
I don't know. I don't remember, dude. I was on drugs.
Oh,
Kelso.
Yeah.
Dude,
Wait,
they give you
that's friends.
It's funny because they gave me like I think codeine and something else.
Lean.
And like when you're hurting in the
Oh.
beginning, you hurt a little bit, and you just pop one of those things. Then you realize like you're gonna have to go a while hurting a
You.
lot. Like at the end, you're just like, oh, it hurts. I have nothing left.
That sounds so. Dude, I didn't get my wisdom teeth taken out. Nope.
Still have them.
Lucky.
From an evolutionary standpoint, it doesn't make sense.
Same with vaccinations, but vaccinations make sense. Polio.
Not everyone thinks that.
Would you be anti-vax?
I don't know.
I think it's like
I don't have a kid, so like I
Oh.
think if my kid was there, I'd be like, I don't want anything bad to happen. But sometimes I think they're evil.
So from what I understand now is you can do half doses now.
Okay.
So you can like see if they have a reaction to it or anything like that. And then like because so many people are anti-vax now,
Yeah, that a lot of people.
but it's also bringing back diseases that were like extinct.
Okay.
I saw
Like
a
the
picture
Black
of
Plague?
I saw a picture of someone with like fucking smallpox or like measles or something like that. And it looks scary as hell. Like your skin decomposing. And stuff
Oh,
like that.
ow,
but
that's
is it
probably
an
what it is.
anomaly? Anomaly?
What did you say?
Is it an anomaly?
What's an anomaly? I don't know what that
It's
means.
like a one rare one because you have social media, so you get the one negative one out of all the good ones.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know enough about it. I mean, I know that it's like certified fact that it's like coming back.
Yeah,
but-
definitely.
I mean, not like everyone be scared, but like it is
Zombies.
scary as fuck, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like
Zombies.
it already like kind of killed a ton of people here.
Or they could be pumping cancer in your system.
Or it's a zombie plague.
Everything gives you cancer, like according to facts.
They want to make us.
To a certain extent.
Like
But
working
it's-
night shifts gives you cancer. And
But
stuff,
it's so
you know what I'm saying?
unsure
Yeah.
that you're putting a vaccine in your body that hasn't been around. Yes, maybe more people died, but you get a longer life, but maybe you could have cancer from it.
That could be, but they've like eliminated like really like violent diseases that a lot of people are getting that like nobody gets anymore. So like yeah, I mean cancer sucks too, but like also like saving a ton of lives is like cool. Cancer to me is so weird because it's so like unavoidable, right? It seems that way.
Well, just that maybe.
Yeah.
It's weird because I
Yeah.
know people like there's a guy from our gym. He has cancer.
Really?
It's scalp cancer. I don't. That's the weird thing about cancer is like I just don't know. Like some people just seem like he just seems fine. Like I think he got a cutoff or something. And he's just fine.
Yeah.
It's just weird. You know what I mean? Because like some people just is total other side of it.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean it affects everyone. I mean there's a lot of different types of cancer too.
Yeah, that's
So much.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's no proven fact, and everything happens so fast in the medical field. Like once, was it Western medicine, right? That's where like the treatment of chemo and stuff came in.
Yeah.
It just happens so fast that like it's very hard to like
Yeah.
get all the studies
Yeah.
that you don't know for sure.
Do you think? Okay, so kind of like I'm not saying that it is a conspiracy theory, but like it is kind of like we're like you said, like we only know what people believe us. Or whatever. Like what's a crazy conspiracy theory that like you believe in? Like both of you guys.
A crazy conspiracy theory that I believe in.
One thing that I thought of recently that like it honestly like makes the most sense to me because I try to be like a realist and like believe science and stuff and history and whatever. Like it's easier to want to believe things like that. But I believe I don't know if this is gonna be good or not. Whatever.
Let's hear it. Come on.
I think that like AIDS and crack were created by the government to kill off like certain groups of people.
Oh yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying, like drug overdose and AIDS like specifically kill like
didn't
people of color and like gay people.
it hit like the hardest in Harlem?
Yeah, like
And
New York.
where there's predominantly more black people,
Yeah.
African Americans.
Right. And like I was talking to someone recently about this, like who came up with that recipe? You know what I'm saying? To like make crack. Like it's like a super drug that is cheap enough where you know what I'm saying you don't have to have money to like
Yeah,
really buy it and get
anyone
hooked
can
on
do
it.
it, yeah.
And it's like it's ruined so many people and then like HIV, you know what I'm saying? It's like only killing black and gay people. It's just like it make like obviously there are white people like white straight people who have died too from that, but I think for the like looking at it as a big picture, like it kind of makes sense to me that it was like created by the government, which is kind of fucked up. Like I don't like thinking about stuff like that because like I want to think that like my government wouldn't do that to me, but that's like the one conspiracy theory to me that like makes the most sense. Like we've talked about Earth 2 and stuff like that on here. You know, there's a lot of conspiracy theories out there.
That's where I'm at. Like, there's a couple that like I have, but nothing that I'm like full in.
Yeah.
But yeah, the drug one's weird. Yeah, dude. What about you, Jordan? There's a.
I kind of thought you'd have one locked in the chamber.
Well, I stand in like a weird place with all that stuff because like I don't.
It's fun.
Well, it's fun, but it's like I feel like I never really know enough to like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Some of it's definitely super intriguing, like Earth 2. Earth 2 is Earth 2 is like it's fun to think about, but like you know how realistic is it?
I think the biggest one to me is the government thing and the cancer. Cancer is kind of weird to me, like
Yeah.
a cure and all that shit.
I think Pac's definitely alive.
Oh, yeah.
I'm kidding.
You don't think so? No. Feel me. I'm in Cuba.
Wasn't he like in Hawaii or something?
Drinking Hennessy.
Jay,
What if?
dude, I want to grow my Instagram following. I know people who make money off this stuff, and I'm trying to capitalize on that, dude. How do I do it?
Bro, you're just going to go to Pound Social, the social media growth platform that uses AI and automation to connect you with the perfect followers. You're going to have a consultant over there. They're going to meet with you, talk about what your plan looks like, what your perfect follower looks like, and build a custom plan for you. So head on over to Pound Social for more details. Pound.social. www.pound.social. Welcome back to the Jam.
Welcome back. Boo.
Hey, welcome. Welcome.
Welcome.
Good welcome.
Yesterday I was watching the Ellen DeGeneres stand-up, dude.
Oh, on Netflix?
It was so good.
Oh, it's a stand-up?
Yeah, it's a stand-up, dude.
Okay.
And it's called Relatable. So she's at this like extreme level, right, in like popularity and all that fun stuff, and she's talking about things that are relatable from her to like the average person. So
Like when you wipe your butt and the toilet paper breaks.
basically, dude, like she would talk about some stuff like that, and I don't know. I'm not that into like women comedians. Like it's
Yeah.
hard for me to watch. I watch like Ali Wong and stuff, but Ellen DeGeneres, man, she put on a show. I would say in my book from last night, she's up there with Seinfeld, dude.
Really?
Damn.
Yeah, with like her approach is so calm and delivered right. Like she has the best pauses. I was listening to her talk and just like everything is on point.
She's very
dude.
articulate.
You know, she's from Louisiana.
My sister.
She's from Louisiana, dude. And she was in a Christian like belief group or something where her parents didn't believe in like medicines or anything like that.
Oh, and her being
Gay.
Yeah, she said she was talking about that and stuff too. And yeah, bro, it was cool. It was
I'll have
It's
to
very
watch it.
eye-opening.
I thought when I
Yeah.
saw it in the show notes, I thought it was like a documentary, and I was like, yeah, I'll pass.
well.
Yeah.
She
I'm
does
good.
bring up really hard topics for her
Yeah.
throughout her life.
That sounds
but she
really
makes
cool.
them like funny and dude, it was relatable, man. It was fucking great. I don't know.
Have you guys ever seen Dane Cook stand up where he gets really deep and dark on stage?
No.
Talking about his parents dying and stuff.
No.
It's super
Is that
dark,
the-
dude.
Is it new?
Yeah, is it an old one?
It's not like new, but it's not old.
You know he's like 40 and he's dating like a 19-year-old.
Sounds like Dane Cook.
Dude, he's just I don't know.
Dude, it's so dark. Like sad. Like people, there's a lot of
Is
people.
it funny?
It's funny as shit.
Oh,
But,
it's just
but there's
dark.
parts where you're just
But
like,
you have to have a very dark humor.
yeah, you're just kind of like, ugh.
Yeah, man. Comedy is hard, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I watch a comedy special, and I'm like, especially on Netflix, because there's so many. I watch one, and I'm like, damn, this sucks. And then I watch it again because my mood's different, and it's
Yeah.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It's a hit or miss.
One thing with like Ellen is like even when she does her TV show, she has to be really like light and you know what I'm saying? Like she can't do fucking dick jokes and stuff like that on her
No.
show. But I've like like not like I won't go out of my way to watch it, but like
It's
I'll
a
see
good
it sometimes.
show,
Time.
dude.
She's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like
She's
she's really funny. Speaking of specials that get a little dark, have you ever seen like Hassan Minaj?
No, I've been wanting to watch it, but I haven't gotten into it yet.
Yeah, he's got a stand up on Netflix that's like really real about today's climate, and it's like a huge eye opener. But he's so funny. It's weird that comedy can do that, like have those highs and those lows. You know,
Damn.
like you can make someone laugh about something that's so dark. That takes talent.
Yeah, there was a very dark moment in her stand-up where she was talking about how she was driving and her roommate died and there was a car accident, and she drove past her roommate's like car and didn't know it was her, and then went home.
Whoa.
And then like she was dead broke, so she couldn't pay rent and all that, and her roommate was dead, and she had like ticks and fleas in the basement where she was sleeping. And she said like throughout the darkness of that, she made her first joke about like if you were to call God and be like, what does this mean in my life, and how long it would take him to answer, like, oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go talk to this guy over here. And just like, I'm gonna put you on hold for a minute, I have to go do this. And she did it on one of the big late night shows, and she was the first like woman comedian to do something like that.
Really? That's interesting.
So she saw like light in the darkness, and like
yeah.
All of them though.
Yeah.
so crazy. I feel like you have to be pretty dark to be a comedian,
For
dude.
sure.
Yeah, I think so too.
And that's why they get in trouble with doing shit.
For sure, because they're twisted.
Yeah, everyone's like, they need to be the greatest citizens, and you're like, I don't know, they're crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to Ellen DeGeneres. So go check that out.
Ellen, hashtag womanhood.
So we got some more fan mail we can do on the podcast.
Yeah. Do you want to do this one?
Yeah, sure. I'll read it off. This person wanted to remain anonymous. So this person said, how long can people go in between having sexual partners for it to be appropriate?
Like, what's the time limit?
Like, what's like the least amount of time you can go from like being intimate with someone to being intimate with the next person for it to be like cool?
Interesting.
It is interesting. I think that like there are
How
a
long
lot
does
of
it take to
Time. About maybe an hour and a half. Shower, brush your teeth.
I mean, like, really, like, what's gonna change? Like, if you do that, like, what would change? Be the difference between that and like waiting 2 months or whatever?
I think it's just like a respect thing.
It's
for
like a
your partner.
moral thing.
Regardless of whether or not your boyfriend or girlfriend are just hooking up. Like, I feel like for you to have sex with a person one night and then like in an hour go have sex with another person, like something's up in you.
An
your
hour is
heart
pretty
that's
short.
wrong.
This-
An hour is pretty short.
Your heart's wrong.
So I know we just spoke about Ellen and all that stuff.
Mhm.
It's kind of ironic or funny that we're going to this, but as a man, dude, that would like be shitty. for
An
me.
hour.
Yeah, it'd be like I'm not. If I knew going into it like this was a setup, but if I like really like this girl and she's like, you know, a dater and she had sex with someone else, it'd be kind of weird to me.
Doesn't ask
dude.
like, are you having sex with another person or is she having sex with another person?
It shouldn't really be different, right? Is
are you
it
the second
different?
person or are you the first person? It kind of that.
So I'm either the person getting a lot or getting nothing, and then
You're the cleanup crew. If you know what I'm
swimming
saying.
in the swamp.
Do y'all feel comfortable saying what's the shortest period of time you've done it with two different people?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Yeah,
You don't know?
yeah. I mean, I know.
Then say it.
Okay, mine would be around 4 to 5 days, business days.
Business days. That's not that bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's actually pretty like acceptable. I think.
4 to 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've come anything closer than that. Maybe.
Cum
Cum
I think-
joke. What's the shortest period of time for you?
probably like between like the middle of the day and like the evening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not proud of it. I don't
It's
know.
just a
what,
different
but-
time in your life.
Yeah, it's just.
Yeah.
I think at that point in my life, I feel like, and this might be an excuse, but I honestly think I had a lot of insecurities with myself,
Yeah.
and I found a way to deal with those through like
Oh,
sexual
easy.
partners.
Yeah.
Mhm.
'Cause, you know,
Definitely.
It could get that for made me feel valuable.
Mhm.
So I had
Yeah.
a little hoe phase.
I don't think two things. Like one, I don't think doing that makes you a bad person, and like two, like I've talked to a lot of people recently that like are on the same train that like everyone needs to go through a hoe phase,
Yeah.
or else you're gonna regret it later.
See, the part about the hoe phase that bothers me is not the physical. It's like the mental games you play with other people.
Yeah, I don't think you have to play mental games with people to be a hoe.
I think it just happens. Like if everybody had the same mindset as you do, maybe. But a lot of the times, I think guys when they
Sure.
go through the hoe phase, they're lying to girls. They're like tricking them and like lying.
I've noticed like down here, like being single, that like girls do that too.
Yeah.
That girls lie.
Being single out here was a game changer for me.
You see a lot.
Yeah, and it was hard for me because like I knew what I was doing,
Mm-hmm.
and then like I was like, damn, the girl's doing the same thing, like most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think that's interesting that like her doing the same thing like bothers you. Like, is it a reflection of like what you're doing that makes you feel bad about
Yeah,
it?
like I felt dirty myself.
Yeah.
Or not dirty, but just like unvalued.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I agree. I think like sex is an intimate thing where like you want it to feel special. You know what I'm saying? Like so you're not another number.
Yeah.
I'd say the shortest period of time for me is probably like 8 to 12 hours. Like it wasn't, it wasn't
Yeah. Want to say with the same person?
no, different people.
Oh.
I've
Yeah.
15 minutes the same person. No, with different people, and I didn't feel that bad about it.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't like I was like, oh, I was a dumb kid. Like I was 25. You know? Like,
Yeah.
This was yesterday.
No, it wasn't like that. Like reason, like it wasn't this week. But like I've been jumping from not jumping from relationship to relationship, but like I've been in a relationship for like the last like 5+ years. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like in my
Yeah.
adult life, I've never had like a single phase until now.
Yeah, for sure.
So like I don't think I feel like wrong about like exploring that. Not necessarily that that's just like every day I wake up like I gotta have sex with a different girl. But I just like I didn't feel like ashamed that was a part of my life, and it's not like that was my main conquest.
Yeah. So you don't care about time with your partner?
I mean, like if a girl like came from like a different dick appointment with like without like cleaning her mouth and stuff, like that would bother me a little bit. But like the thing is, if I didn't know, I wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
don't honestly, I don't ask those questions.
Yeah, you don't.
I don't ask those questions because a lot of times I don't
Yeah.
want to know.
You don't make them fly out like a flyer. Or
Yeah,
fill out
there's
a
no
flyer when
there's,
they come over.
There's no like questionnaire I make them do before sex.
There's a little tab she has to switch so it counts
I
down.
I'm gonna take a couple swabs.
There's those signs like
Black light?
9 days since last accident, 6 hours since last cock in mouth. No, there's those signs that say 9 days since like last accident.
No,
This
I don't
one's like
know.
says 6 minutes since last sexual
What is 9
intercourse.
days since last accident? Is it like a dog or their babies?
No,
It
that's what
happened
they
in
do in like
factories.
big factories when people like hurt
Oh,
themselves.
okay.
or-
Oh, like safety.
Yeah,
Yeah,
safety.
That's funny. I don't know. Yeah, like personally, my big thing is like if I don't know, I don't know, and that's okay. Like what you do in your world is your business until it like becomes a part of mine.
Personally, I just choose to be mad either way.
You just like being angry.
If I know I'm gonna be mad, if I don't know, I'm still gonna be mad.
Fuck.
It's
Fucking
easy to
pissed.
be
Just
angry.
less mad.
But we've talked about this on the last episode. I think that like being angry is a choice.
True.
Like really being angry about that is not going to change anything.
I think that there are physiological things that you can't change about being angry.
Yeah, you're right.
But it's a mental choice. Like if I'm mad, you don't have to go punch a hole in the wall. My body might get weird.
Yeah, and if I would disagree. I mean, I think if I liked a girl and she like was doing that, and then I got upset, not like killing someone, but I was like, I'm pissed about this. She would be like, wow, he actually cares about me, and maybe stop doing that.
Yeah, but I think we're talking about this in the fact that like I guess this wasn't really discussed. Like, are you also doing that? Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of questions.
so if you're also seeing other girls, that's my thing. Like, I don't think you can be mad at the girl that you're sleeping with, like, for being with other people if you're doing the same thing.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That's my thing. Like if I had told someone I was committed to them and I was like with other girls like 6 hours before being with them, like they have a right to be upset with me, and I get that. And the same like vice versa. Like if I was with a girl, I was seeing a girl, and we've like established that we're like exclusive, and then she like did that and came
A dick
over.
appointment.
Yeah, and like yeah.
Picking the dick out of her teeth.
I would I would feel a little disrespected, but it's more so just because those terms are established. I don't, but like morally, like I don't think there's anything that wrong. Like maybe like not like going from one to the next, unless you're getting paid for it. No, maybe going from one to the
Well.
next. But I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like it varies, and I feel like a lot of our questions are circumstantial.
Yeah, they are.
For sure.
Like,
But I mean, we asked the right questions. That it sucks that it's just like a question that was sent in, but there are a lot of variables. So like, what is an answer that we could give for that? Like a standard answer, if you were to say like, what's an appropriate amount of time from one partner to the next?
6 minutes.
if you feel bothered by what their time frame is, then it's an issue.
The answer is that there are a lot of variables, and it kind of depends.
And it depends on if they're doing the same, if they're doing it and you're doing it.
Right? Yeah.
There's so many
exactly.
variables.
For sure.
Just wash yourself, please.
Dude, did you see that picture or those pictures of Will Smith as the genie in Aladdin?
No.
You haven't? So
No,
so they're doing a live action version of Aladdin, and Will Smith is the genie.
Damn, that's gonna
I
be
gotta see
pretty
this.
cool. I wonder how these are gonna turn out, because Lion King too, right?
Yeah.
Like they're doing them real.
So two things.
Live
One,
action.
I thought like Will Smith looked really funny.
Hilarious.
Like he looks so funny.
You sent me a picture that you have it set as your background.
Oh, he's not blue? That's lame.
No, yeah, he's just like himself. It's like super live action.
Okay, he looks pretty funny.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
But I guess the thing is like they're so able to make things look cool CGI, but like I kind of miss cartoons. Like there aren't any cartoons coming out that aren't anime.
I mean, dude, you got the Avengers, bro.
Oh,
Not the
that's-
Avengers. What the fuck is the family? Incredibles.
But that shit's all like that's like CGI. I'm talking like cartoons, like drawings, like animated
Oh,
drawings.
drawing.
But there are none now besides like anime.
It's kind of hard for me to watch sometimes.
Cartoons?
Like there's that show with the two stoners, and they have
The Lucas Bros moving
Yeah.
company. I love that show.
It's kind of hard for me to watch because
Really?
it's not like 3D or anything.
Isn't that weird? We've like gotten so distanced from like cartoons, which were like our childhood, and not even like just us. Like everyone just like grew up on cartoons.
You know what's weird to me also? Playing Nintendo. I
Like
don't like
64.
No,
it.
not
I
anymore.
don't like it, dude.
It's cool.
I can go play like GTA or Red
Oh,
Dead,
yeah.
dude.
Oh,
like,
because they're better games.
yeah, man. Like people like buy it and they're just like, "This is so great," and I'm like, "Hey, you obviously haven't seen the other
Nostalgia,
game."
man. It'll do it to you.
You know, with that too, like people, there are like legendary like 80s movies and stuff, like 80s comedies movies. I'll go back and watch them. It's like, this shit's not funny. Because
Exactly.
like comedies changed so
Or
much.
else you
Exactly.
question something that happened. You're like, "This didn't look the way it did the
Yeah.
first time." Like some weird
Like
shit.
that Beverly Hills Cop movie sucks.
Was it with Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy, it sucks. It's a terrible movie.
I was just gonna bring up Eddie Murphy because like his stand-ups, he was like so like
Raunchy.
homophobic and raunchy, yeah. But so like you can't do that now. But at the time, everyone's like, "Oh, he's making fun of gay people. That's hilarious."
Yeah, comedy's changing so much. It would be weird if you could still do that.
But I don't
guess you
understand
can.
how like I never thought like cartoons just like wouldn't be a thing. Even Jordan, you and I were watching the Grinch movie with Jim Carrey, and I was saying
I
like one of
watched
my
it the other night.
one of my favorite parts about that is like you could tell all those sets were like built.
Yeah.
Like none of that was really CGI. Like his like makeup and stuff, everything was real.
It took so long to put that stuff on it.
I bet.
He's
yeah.
so good at acting.
And I think like there are other movies from like the 95 or whatever to 2005 like that like era, like really extravagant like sets were built before like CGI could like fill in those gaps. So like everything now is green screen. Kind of sucks. Like I wish more stuff was like filmed on set. There's like a huge part of like digital media now that like doesn't include like what things used to be.
I wonder if that's why most like actors drop off, is because back when they started acting, like they would be on set, and now they're in front of green screen. It's like, I don't know how to do this.
It would be
Like,
hard to act in front of a green screen.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
picture
would.
no props, dude.
Yeah.
Or like maybe props, but like no like the Italian Job, was that the car movie?
I've never seen that movie before.
Yeah, most of those stunts like are pretty, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
are pretty real.
Like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like Paul Walker like knew how to drive. You know what I'm saying? Like he died like doing street racing shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like because not because he didn't know how, but like he like did that stuff outside. Like he wasn't just like
Yeah.
in like on a green. I'm sure a decent amount of that was green screen, but they have real people driving cars.
That's green screen, bro.
No,
you
I
can't
think,
film in a car that's speeding down the road.
but like the aerial shots are like real.
I'm
I
sure
don't
the first
know.
Fast and Furious.
You think
I
so?
think originally they were not like the new ones where they jump through like the
Yeah.
Burj Khalifa or whatever in
The
Dubai.
riding.
You know what I'm saying? Like not that one
Like, but I think stunts are different when it's a speeding car, because like
because you can't film it.
you could kill that actor and they
But
could die.
there was there's stuntmen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
stuntmen.
that get
That's
paid
their
to do
job.
that.
I
Stunt
know-
drivers.
Oh, so I thought you were saying the actors are driving the cars.
No.
Well, I do. I
Ludacris
mean, like
is
they.
not drifting around corners. Like
He wasn't doing that. He's the computer guy in the movies.
You had a car?
Did you know that role was originally? Do you know that role was originally supposed to go to Ja Rule and he turned it down because he didn't think it was going to be a big
So
series?
smart.
sucks.
Dude, Ja could have been big. Still. Is that Ja?
I guess he murdered himself.
Ooh. Also, speaking of Ja, did you see Netflix is doing a documentary on the Fire Festival that he was a part of?
That yeah.
Did you
No,
see
I'm saying
that?
yes, I understand that's what they're doing.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
I'm really
explain.
excited to see that. Are you familiar with Ja and the Fire Festival?
Have no idea.
So Ja Rule was like kind of like the main like celebrity face of investors behind it, but him and a bunch of investors created this like luxury music festival where like you know what I'm saying, you took a private jet to get there, and like it was like 5-star meals, but like you're on this island with a bunch of other rich people like taking drugs and watching music or whatever. I know. But
Piece of shit.
nothing there was like set up or like what the people paid for.
Damn.
So it's
dude,
all
what the fuck?
So they had to evacuate everyone from the island. They didn't have like enough planes, stuff like that. Like it looked like scary and dangerous almost.
So was Ja Rule there?
Ja Rule was not there. He was just like the main celebrity investor.
But did they? So were they assuming that he's gonna be there? Like,
No, but like the lineup itself was huge. Like people way bigger than Ja Rule.
oh, way bigger.
Yeah,
than Ja
like
Rule.
huge. Like I think like fucking like Major Lazer was supposed to be there, and so
He
like
took a
huge.
jet there and no one was fucking there.
Dude, yeah, nothing was set up, and they were promised like 5-star meals, and people took pictures of the meals. It was like salad with no dressing and like a bread and a piece of cheese, like in a styrofoam container.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So what happened from this?
Well, that's why I can't wait to watch the documentary. But the organizers got sued for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like rich people will find a way to sue people if they don't get what they paid
Half
for.
those kids, half the people there were dads were lawyers for sure.
You
Yeah.
had to be, dude.
The other half's dads were judges.
Do you know how much the ticket was?
It was like I think it was like $12,000 per ticket. Yeah, it in theory seems like an awesome idea.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You know, but they didn't have anything
like
ready.
lettuce and cheese.
You know, and what's interesting about that whole thing is, you know who's behind the documentary?
Pita.
No, the people who organize the festival. So they're kind of covering their ass, making money back that they owe people. Do you know how much money is going to be in that documentary?
That's very
Like,
smart.
A bunch of people are going to watch it. So they made a documentary about their own mistakes.
It's great.
Yeah, it's they took a bad situation and are kind of like making it less bad.
Okay, and then putting out a documentary.
Do you think you could do that? Like make a documentary about something that you did that was wrong?
I don't do anything wrong, so
I
No,
mean,
I'm kidding.
yeah, I could do it.
Yeah, I think so. Especially, I mean, because they owe a lot of people money.
that's kind of ballsy when you think about it.
Mhm,
Like,
it
really.
is. The whole thing is ballsy.
Big old pair of Harrys.
This has been episode 23. That's the Michael Jordan episode. Also about 23, you know, like it's interesting, like the basketball players that choose 23, like you have to be the best, But in high school, can you imagine how many good kids like are like, I'm 23, and then you get to the next level and they're like, oh, I'm not as good as that guy. So like the people by the time you get to the NBA, like those are the real 23s
The real
left.
that made it.
They just weeded out the
You always have to like outplay the other 23s.
I always want to be 23. Never happened.
Were you?
No. I got 8. Kobe, baby.
No, that's cool.
Or
too.
Allen Iverson, 3.
All right. Well,
That's me.
as always, my name is Breezy Rando.
People call me Jay.
And Young Al. Stay cool, Houston.
Bye.
Watch out for the jab. Watch out for